Hello, we're Bonnie and Greg Dixon from Tell Your Story Productions. And today we're going to talk a bit about, well, a lot about LinkedIn strategies. So there are a number of social media platforms, Facebook. We also use YouTube. And then Bonnie had experimented with TikTok. Every platform has its own pros and cons and strengths. But we find more and more as we are in networking groups quite a lot is that LinkedIn is the favored place to go. It's where other professionals are, and it's where people go to find professionals. And so, what we're going to talk about is various ways of increasing your profile and using it to reach out. So, Bonnie, do you have just some general comments about LinkedIn? What you like about it for
Mhm.
now?
What I love about LinkedIn is the ability to sift and sort for your avatar. We'll show this to you in a minute where you can key in exactly who you're looking for. Also, there's a professionalism. When you're on LinkedIn, you can literally read someone's profile ahead of time to see if you want to connect with them. On top of that, LinkedIn's brilliant. They suggest people for you. And on top of that, once you can see someone has friends, you can literally see if your friends are their friends. So there's many ways to use LinkedIn. And as Greg shared, all the platforms have their own pros and cons. One thing for all the platforms, just remember the goal is not to hang out on the platform, to meet people and then take it off the platform, get their name, their phone number, their email, so that you have it in your own email and your own database because all
Yeah.
those platforms, that's their platform. And as I just found out with our favorite Facebook, they have bumped me off. And I am having a terrible time getting back on. I don't know if I'll ever get back on, and that's okay because there's so many other platforms. It seems to be the big boy, but again, LinkedIn, as Greg shared, is a very professional and actually one of the best for professionals to professionals. So let's take a look at this, Greg, what we've got going.
Okay. Okay. Let's go here.
Okay. What I'm going to do is just share a couple of things because there's many, many things you can do. But the main thing for yourself is to get familiar with the whole platform. And that's pretty easy as you run across the top. This search bar is really valuable to you. You can search for people. This is home base. This is your network. This is really gold right here. You can do job searching. You can message people and you can have notifications. And here's the little magic circle with your picture on it, me. And it tells you all about you. You can check your own posts here, view your own profile. And this is where you can really, really customize it to yourself. Just so you know, you can put a video here, your picture in a video. You can put a background, which is fun to change. I'll be changing mine soon. These little pencils are magic. You get to change all sorts of information here. So with each drop, as you scroll down, there's even more pencils to edit things. There are many things here, resources, featured. I've got YouTube. You can go to my YouTube here and look at YouTube things here.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Greg.
No, I see in your list on the right hand side, there's Kathy Weaver. And I was just going to say, she's one of the best people for explaining how to optimize your profile. And so in the chat later, we're going to put a link into connecting with Kathy Weaver about this. And
She's absolutely brilliant at this.
yeah,
And what I love about her is her business is Kangen Water, but she's giving value to everyone. And she gives value to Greg and I all the time. You can actually you find out how many followers you have, all your posts that you've been doing, your about page. This is really your story. And you don't need to put that at the top because you're going to learn more about you down here. Then your experience in life, your education, your skills, and recommendations. It's always good to ask for recommendations. Publications, I wrote a book, so I put that here. I was in another book. And the main thing about this is fill it out to the best you can of everything that you have. This is really your profile. And as you can see, it's so much more in depth than Facebook. People can really tell who you are. Your contact info is super important. You'd want your profile. Many times people just put their profile. Well, that gets you nowhere. You're already at your profile. Your website, if you have one, your phone number, your address. You don't have to put your physical address. You can just put, the town, your email, and your birthday if you wish.
Hey, it's your birthday coming up.
It's
Oh,
my birthday coming up. I recommend at least having a phone number and an email. Websites are great too. If you don't have those and the phone and email are on your website, that can work too. But if you only have your LinkedIn profile, they can't get any further to connect with you. So some of the things that I want to share with you that are so important is, again, this search box. So let's just say we're going to look for massage. They have therapists, therapist jobs. I'm going to choose massage therapist. They're one of my target markets. And so what I can do is you can see people here. You can see a connect button here. This is really, really important. She's in my neck of the woods. So I'm going to, before I connect with her, I'm just going to go check her out. Again, you're looking at someone's profile. I'm not judging this. I'm just sharing. They haven't put a background in. So, and they have 177 connections. Well, you want to look for yourself and others 500 plus. That's really a good place to be. Now, I may still reach out to this person. They do jaw pain and migraines. I can help with that. Here's magic. They haven't posted lately. So this will hurt your algorithm if you keep connecting with people who haven't posted. So I probably won't choose this person. Nothing against them. It's just that they aren't on this very often.
yeah, they're
So
not active.
they're not active, and we really want active people. So let's do massage therapist one more time just for fun. It's thinking here. And here's something to pay attention to. See, it goes second. There's first, second, and third people that are, some are close to you, number one, some are a little further away from you, number two, and some are further away yet, number three. And that's okay. Let's try another person here. Just says she's in Canada. So again, no backdrop. She may not be on here a lot, but she's got more connections, 308. But again, she hasn't posted lately. So we won't go on with that other than it is a great way to look and search for people. You could also put 5,000 connections. Now that's a fun one. That means you're going to get people with many, many connections. And so they may be an influencer. So that's something to think about too. Let's jump over to something even more interesting, your own network. Start from where you are. Don't worry about it if you don't have many. I only started with 300 a year and a half ago, and I have 1,371. And it's a few at a time. I try to do 3 a day at least, reaching out to people. At the top, you'll have invitations. I have 23 invitations. Then I've been recently following one person. They suggest some more people, which is really nice. So you can follow them, but you're not always wanting to follow. You want to connect with people. Now, they've been suggesting people from Los Angeles Pierce College because I went to Pierce College. So that's something that I might check out for some of these people. I have a connection already. I went to Pierce. They went to Pierce. Here's something else to look forward, depending on the industry you're in. Open to work. Greg has one of those on his. You can put these banners on there. These are some basics just to help you connect with people. Now, because I followed one person, again, they're saying follow more. Keep scrolling down. There's audio events. Keep scrolling down. Now, here's people in your local area. This can get very nice if you want to meet someone in person nowadays. If they don't have a picture, I'll often skip. But look here, 7 mutual connections. So I see what company she works for. And that's another nutrition company. I'm going to look a little further down here. Here's an artist. That sounds like a very fun person to connect with. Amy Hall, she's a graphic designer at Flying Horse Designs. Very fun. And I reach out to equine people, so you can see that they're being offered there. So when you see the word connect, let's see here. We want to look for someone to connect with. Here's Scott Pascal, owner at Florida Horse Farm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, click on his name first before I connect, read a little bit about him. And he has some activity. Okay. So sometimes the buttons, I'm going to share this with you. You can hit connect. If it doesn't say connect and follow, hit the more button. But in this case, it says connect. So I'm going to connect. Always add a note. And I'm going to say, I'm just going to drop him a little note and say, hi, Scott. I see you are a horse owner and toy maker. I would love to connect and talk horses. And then I always put my name, Bonnie Dixon. And then so I'll just send him a little note. Now he may or may not respond, but that's okay. There are hundreds of thousands of people on this, and we reach out and see if we can't connect. Now he'll
So
come on.
You already have some mutual connections.
Oh my gosh, I should have said that. I have 25 mutual connections, and he may see that. He also does tours, so I could have made this a much more detailed message to him. I'll say, owner at Global Adventure. I'll say, we do adventures too. And I
So
also see, notice
there's
his,
more than one reason we might want to talk to him. That might fit into the travel stuff that we do.
Exactly. Now I'm looking at his background here. It looks like a baby thing. It's his grandchild, and we have grandchildren. So it could be that if I don't hear from him, sometimes it's the second or third time you touch someone that they will reach back to you. Now, right now, he would be in messaging, and that would be over to my right here. Well, he hasn't reached out to me yet, but I can reach out to him again. Sometimes it's the second or third time that you reach out to a person. So again, increase your network to at least 500. Your doors will open for you. That's quite a bit of information for right now, but the main thing I'm going to share with you is get familiar with your LinkedIn profile. You can go on I can go out of here. You can go on YouTube and look up oodles of tutorials for LinkedIn. One of the things that I do is I post for our small company. He doesn't have time to do it, and I have more fun than a barrel of monkeys. It's called Caffey, and I post for Joseph, and I get to think of something about coffee every day. It just makes me happy. So post for yourself and see how much fun it can be and how many new connections you make. I literally get close connections, start having interactions, and then from there, I get business. And so you can do it too.
Yes, indeed. And you help a few other people with their posting, and you're willing, if somebody makes an appointment with you, just to chat about, ways of doing the posting. So you have something that you do with images. What's your process?
Oh, I use some fun tools. One's called Pixlr, which is a free photo editing, and Pixabay. And Pixabay are free pictures. Someone told me about this years ago, and Pixlr is their free photo editor. Those are both great fun. If I'll be learning Canva in future as well. It's a very popular photo editing tool, and I think that it's something to get familiar with, but if you don't like fussing around, again, people are there to help you with these things. And you take an image and then have a lot of fun with it. And you can build your own if you want. You could sit there for half a day and build a bunch for the whole month, and then you're done. It's great fun.
And how often do you suggest people post?
Whatever you post, post regularly. If you post once a week, post once a week. If you post, once a month isn't going to catch people's eyes, but once a week might. 3 times a week's better. As you get faster and faster, I do it every day. And as you get faster and faster and faster, you could post 2 or 3 times a day. As things come into your head, just do a quick post. It's very fast. Greg, you're familiar, and share with the people about a tool maybe like Meet Edgar or something.
Yeah, so we use a tool called Meet Edgar, which allows you to blast out. So you connect with a number of platforms like LinkedIn or various Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, and you can choose which ones you want according to your subject matter, and then you write it and post it. And again, like Bonnie was saying, she likes creating a graphic. So it almost, especially if you're doing like Pinterest, you have to have a graphic because it knows nothing else other than graphics, really. And so you create a little badge, and then you write an introduction to it, and then always have a link to a landing page, someplace for people to go to after that, which might be, maybe it's your sign up, make an appointment, maybe it's an offer, maybe it's more information, and that works pretty well. And that will also work with video. Like if you have a video clip that you want to push out to these platforms, that will work too. And we're right now, there's a good chance that you're watching this on LinkedIn, and we're streaming live using a program called StreamYard. And up until recently, LinkedIn was a little fussier. Like you could, if you had a short video, less than 10 minutes, you could upload your video into LinkedIn, and it did a good job. But it was much harder to stream. But now recently they changed it. I guess they said everybody else is live streaming, we better get in the game. And so now with StreamYard, it's just an option. I can stream to LinkedIn, and that's probably how you're watching this right now if you're on LinkedIn. And it actually does an auto transcription, which can be funny because I use Kartra and it always calls it Carter or something like that. It's like anything machine translation can be funny sometimes. Transcription is actually what it is, not translation. So, Bonnie, do you
One
have
of the
some
people that we wanted to share? Did we want to share about our friend Kathy Weaver?
Oh yes, in which way?
We
Like
wanted to share where they can get even. She's very helpful.
Yeah, she's very helpful. Well, we can post that in the comments later.
Okay.
And anyway, one of the questions that we had recently was what kind of content works best on LinkedIn, and I think you're right. Some personal information and some business information too. So what would you suggest, Bonnie?
Well, there's and I'll post this in also. I've been following a gal that does this, and she suggests to have one post that's maybe a quote a week, and one post, personal post about what's going on in your life if you're open to sharing, and always a post with a call to action. In other words, here's what I'm offering, and here's my service or product, and a call to action to contact you for that service or product. So the whole thing is so that they get to know you. It's not sell, 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 but it's here's a little bit about me. Here's how I kind of think. And, by the way, this is what I do for a living, because everyone deserves a fair living. So anyway, that's kind of the strategy. You can, like I said, do it once a week, 3 times a week. You can do it 5 times a week. You can do it every day, 3 times a day. Whatever you do it consistently, and that will help your business.
Yes, and I'd like to talk a little bit more about video. We're streaming the video here, and Bonnie and I have done what we call story productions for like personal and family and business. but there's a business spin to it. And I'm recently started coaching people to do short presentations, like 1 to 2 minutes, kind of along the lines of infomercials that you would deliver in a networking group, is to put it together, and you have a clip that you can use to post on LinkedIn and YouTube and social media in general from time to time. So I'm offering a package for that, and I'll put a link into that into the chat later. And it's just the kind of thing, like I think the idea is that you can post a variety of things regularly. Let's say you aimed for posting 5 things a week, and maybe 4 of those are text and images, or you're sharing somebody's post, and then one could be a video, like an introduction. Like if you've got a new special offer, create a short video about it and post it on LinkedIn and other places. So, yeah, I think the thing is, and Bonnie has a lot of fun with it. She just has fun. She comes up with these interesting little things, and she possible for Joseph with Kathy is to get him a photo of him, because people really respond to faces if there's a person in the image involved in doing things, and also silly cat images too, but that's something else.
Here, I'll show you here what I did for him today.
Okay, can I put that on the screen again?
Yeah, I'm looking for him. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for his own posts. Let me
I maybe we are not on the tab. We might have to. Oh, do you get it?
I'm getting there here. Sorry.
We might not be sharing the right tab, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
Why don't I remove this one, and can you choose the share button again down in the below?
Okay, here we go. Share button. Share. It says stop screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then share.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm on the right one. It doesn't look like I've done the
There we
right.
go. We got something.
I can't see it.
Oh, you're. Are you okay? Let's see. Is that the page you're looking for?
Did you?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got it. All right.
So here's what I did this morning. I said, happy Monday. Have you started your day with rich, full-bodied cup of coffee or tea made with a French press, but don't love the mess? And then the fun part was, this is his picture. I put his logo, and then I took part of a quote and added part of a quote and made it his. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. And I'm adding with the best coffee, Cafe Joe. Now, again, he just sent me this picture from Italy, and he's very handsome, and he gets a lot of attention. When we put his picture, we can get up to 914 views. And always make sure you can put your verified website, and then these are hashtags. Those are very fun too. So that's what a post looks like, a simple little post, and it'll go a long way. He already got 180 impressions. That was this morning. And the reason I'm showing you with Joseph is you can get 184. And then here, look at this, 748 with a picture. You can get a lot more action on your post. So don't be shy. Add your photo to the post.
Yeah, the post. Okay, I think that's enough for people to get going. I just have to say that Bonnie and I are available to help coach you through doing this and help you post. If you don't have time to post yourself, we can do it for you. We can help you with your video messaging too by going through a session and recording, getting clips that you can use in various places. So we'll put if you click on the little QR code at the top, they'll take us to our website where you can see some of our offers. And but even if you're in LinkedIn, just connect with us in LinkedIn. Send us a note. I'm finding more and more that when I connect with people, they'll send me a note in LinkedIn, because text messages on the phone sometimes become unreliable, and email sometimes is unreliable. So yeah, so I'm in a habit, if I got a meeting with somebody, I'll send them a text through LinkedIn, 15 minutes or half an hour earlier, and say, "Are we still on?" And often that's where people notice the messages and not their emails and not their phone text messages.
Mm.
So it's a fabulous platform, LinkedIn. Lots of good tools, really good tools, and learn to use them. And you don't have to do it all at once. Just make your profile a little bit better, put a little image on there, maybe put a message, put your website on, start posting. Start with once a week, maybe, and then work up to two or three times a week, and things will start to grow.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming today. We look forward to more LinkedIn strategies for success. Check the comments. We're going to put a couple of tools in there that you'll want to check out.
Okay. Thank you.